Alright guys, welcome back to another Genshin Impact video, and yeah, it's been a while since we did a video on Genshin. I know I've been very busy these past few days, so apologies for not much videos, but we finally can talk about the new banners that are coming out in version 3.3 Phase 2. So the Raiden Shogun banner and also the Ayato banner has been revealed, and also we have some more information on the events that's coming in the Phase 2 of the version 3.3, so we'll talk about that as well. But let's just talk on whether should you even consider wishing on those banners, and or should you consider saving out for the next upcoming characters in 3.4. Version 3.4, you should be Al Hatem and Yao Yao are the new units that are coming, and that's all the info we got officially. So let's talk about the new banners first. So let's start off with Raiden Shogun. So Raiden Shogun, if you guys don't know, has already been rerun a couple of times. So I think this is the third rerun for Raiden Shogun. And if you don't have her until now, or you're a new player just joining in, I really do recommend picking her up first than any other 5-star unit uh, in the game, because she's very, very good in terms of supporting the team, giving your team energy, and also does a lot of damage. And she's very free to play friendly. You can give her the catch. It's a 4-star polearm. You can farm it in the open world just by fishing. And there are also many other alternatives you can use as well. If you don't want to fish, you probably can use other polearms as well. As long as it gives energy to her, she'll do a lot of damage and also give energy to the team. So another option you can use is obviously the Favonius Lance. That's another option. It is a gacha weapon, so if you have it, then you can use it. Other than that, you can use the prototype Star Glitter as well. That's a free-to-play craftable option as well available. And yeah, that's some of the options you can use. The 4 stars on her banner are also pretty good. So we have Kujo Sara. This one I think is the best 4-star support for Raiden. So you have Kujo Sara C6. I think she's going to be very cracked with Raiden Shogun definitely. Uh, Savior as well is pretty decent. I mean, you can use her to do some off-field cryo damage. And Sayu is in the banner as well. Not amazing. Sayu is pretty mid. In my opinion, she's mainly used for like exploration because she can roll around pretty fast with her skill, and she also does heal. Other than that, she's not that impressive in my opinion until now. So in my opinion, this banner, if you just want to go for the 5-star, just go for it. Don't worry too much about the 4 stars on this banner. So yeah, that's the banner for Raiden Shogun. So duration is on the 27th of December, so just a couple of days actually before you can decide to pull on this banner or not, or save up for the next upcoming units in version 3.4. The next unit we're going to talk about is Kamisato Ayato. So if you missed his banner, he did had a V-run, I believe, last time. Not really sure when he appeared, but this is not the first time we ever seen him, so this is a rerun. And same 4-star units. Uh, in my opinion, if you're a new player, I definitely would still recommend you go for Raiden Shogun. But if you already have Raiden Shogun, then you want to go for Ayato. He's also a pretty good Hydro DPS sword user as well. So if you haven't got it yet, he's pretty good. I think he's one of the best Hydro DPS in the game besides Chal. And also, I believe, yeah, Yelan as well. I believe he's pretty much DPS as well, sub DPS actually. But Ayato as well can be a main DPS if you build him correctly. So that's just my opinion. And so there are a couple of free-to-play swords available for Ayato. You can use the craftable sword from Inazuma. I've forgotten the name. I'm sorry about that. Um, I believe you also can use the Jade Cutter if you have it. It's gonna be pretty good on him. And I personally, my Hayato, I'm using the Black Cliff sword. You also can use the Black Cliff on him. It's pretty decent and it's pretty easy to build. You can just build it on the Hydro set or also a mixture of probably Glads or Hydro and Glad set. It really depends on your artifact substats. So that's Ayato. I personally use him and he's very very good, very fun to play as well. And he's one of my best Hydro DPS units in the game for me, besides Yelan or even Chal. So yeah, so Ayato, if you don't have him yet, if you want to go for him, he's very very good still at this point in time in the game. However, if you already have both of these units, obviously you pretty much gonna have to skip because I don't think it's worth getting their constellations. Maybe for Valiant Shogun C2, if you're willing to go all the way there, then yeah, C2 Valiant Shogun is amazing. And that these both of these units can function fine without any of their constellations, to be honest. So I'd rather use save for the new characters that are coming rather than get more copies of them, in my opinion, if you're free to play in this game. So yeah, those are the two banners, and let's move on to the weapons banner as well. So weapons banner, as always, guys, be careful, proceed with caution, because you might not get a weapon you want, you might go wrong, you might go off banner as well, and you might have to go all the way in, which is very risky. So only go for weapons banner if you're very sure you don't mind getting either one of those weapons on the banner. So for this case, it's the Haran Gepaku Futsu. It's a crit rate weapon. It is the best in slot for Ayato. And we also have the Engulfing Lightning, which is the best in slot for Vanish Shogun. Is it necessary to get these weapons? In my opinion, not really. But if you really want to get these weapons, they are very good for not only these two units, but also probably a couple of units down the road. Because this is a crit rate weapon for the sword. The polearm is an energy recharge weapon, which I think is pretty good, possibly in future units that utilize energy recharge or Valiant Shogun, obviously. The 4 stars on this banner are pretty decent as well, not amazing. You got the Favonius lens, which you can put on the Valiant Shogun. You have I believe it's a Claymore. This is a Claymore. I'm not sure what's the stat. I'm very sorry. I think it's energy recharge. You have the sacrificial fragments as well. This one is elemental mastery, very good on units like Nahida, Sucrose, etc. And we have the Moon's Moan. I think this weapon is pretty decent on certain units, supportive units, that scale of attack. Well, I think this is attack percent. And I believe the Claymore is attack percent. Sorry, not energy recharge. And we have the Lion's Roar, which is pretty mid in my opinion. Pretty decent on Kaching. Other than that, nothing amazing, but it's in the banner. So if you want to go for this banner, this is the 4 stars you're going to be getting. In my opinion, as I said, guys, as always, if you don't want any of those weapons, please don't summon this banner at all. It's not worth it. You might get the one you don't want, so just skip the weapons banner in general. In my opinion, it's a scam. However, if both weapons, if you want both weapons and you don't mind getting either one, then it's fine. It's up to you. It's your account. Um, for me personally, I'll be skipping the weapons banner as well. I don't think I need to pull on this one because my Valiant Shogun is doing pretty well already, even without the engulfing lightning. I can pretty much kill the content, no issues. Same goes with my Ayato. I'm using the Black Cliff Sword, and I don't think I really need to get his weapon at all, to be honest. So I'll be skipping these banners, skipping all banners actually, because I already have Valiant Shogun. I already have an Ayato, so there's no point for me to go and reach on these banners at all actually. So I'll be skipping entirely. I'll be saving up for the next upcoming characters, which should be Al-Hatem and Yao Yao for version 3.4. So how about you guys? Are you gonna be saving? Are you gonna be pulling? It's up to you. So that's the banners. Let's move on to the new events that is coming in version 3.3 phase 2. So we pretty much reached the halfway point of the patch, and yeah, these the event wishes. I'm gonna skip all this. So we pretty much already got the information on Wind Trace. They posted this a while ago, and it starts on 23rd, which is tomorrow at 10 a.m. until 6th January. So give you pretty much ample time to play the game with your friends. So you got about 2 weeks plus to enjoy this game mode. Personally, I love Wind Trace. It's very fun for me. In the past Wind Trace events that I played, so far it's been very promising, and despite not getting any rewards with playing with friends, it's still pretty fun. So I do enjoy it. Very nice classic event that's making a comeback to Genshin, so it's just pretty nice. So you do get some Primo Gems, some resources as well, so that's pretty cool as well. However, this time Wind Trace, they did change things up a bit, so we have to see how it plays. I will be obviously live streaming this on my channel, so you want to watch me play twitch.tv/Q95. If you want to see me play with my friends, I'll be live streaming this on Twitch. Next event is Across the Wilderness, so this is a time cross-country challenges. I think it's a racing kind of event. So you get some Primo Gems, materials as well for doing the task, the rewards you're gonna get. And the next event is not really an event, but I don't call it really call this an event actually. It's the Leyland Overflow. It's making a comeback, so it's the double drops basically for the Blossom of Wealth and Blossom of Revelation. So this one you get double the rewards just for using 20 worth of resin. up to 3 times. So pretty much you're gonna want to do this every day. You're gonna maximize the resin because this event doesn't last that long, so it's only from 9th to 16th. So I do recommend you log in every day and just utilize these double drops because you definitely will need the Mora and also the EXP materials for your characters in the future. So I do recommend you at least save up 60 original resin a day to utilize it for this event. And you can use the remaining resin for other stuff you want to farm in the game. And that's it. So that's all actually for the events of version 3.3. What do you guys think? Nothing really crazy because most of the events are pretty much already gonna come to an end. We only have like 2 events, and this is not really an event for me personally. So technically only 2 events for version 3.2, phase 2, and yeah, that's it. For this patch, what do you guys think? Are you gonna be summoning on these banners? For me, as I said earlier, not touching anything on these banners at all until version 3.4, so I'll be saving up for Al Hatem and also Yao Yao. Possibly I'll be getting Al Hatem. Have to see his skill and everything, whether it's good for me to pull on, or is any playstyle that's different maybe than other characters. Maybe it's unique. We'll see how it goes. If it's good, then I'll pull for him. If it's not, we'll probably skip and maybe save for Deya because I have a guarantee. And if you guys don't know, I lost a 50-50 to Wanderer and I did not go for him. So I'll be saving up for another character down the line. Possibly it's Al Hatem. If it's not good, then possibly it'll be Deya. And that should be it for Sumeru characters for Genshin Impact. And yeah, so that's all for me, guys. Very sorry, guys, for the lack of content again. Been very busy these few days, and I think this could be my last video actually for 2022. So I'm gonna take the opportunity to wish you guys Merry Christmas and Happy New Year because I don't think I'll be making any more videos already until 2022. But there is one video that's going to go live probably soon after this one goes live. I'll be posting that video. That is a special video for you guys to wrap up 2022 as well for Genshin Impact. And yeah, that's actually my last video, which is the next one. Technically this is my last video talking to you guys, but yep, that's all for me, guys. Hope to see you guys in 2023. Peace out.